In this video, I'll tell you about foreigner duo in serious trouble in Thailand. British Airways plane has to take off 20 passengers before flight to find out why. Cebu wants to make hospitals free for the poor. An 80-year-old Chinese woman found due to her engraved bracelet in Pattaya, and much more. And stick around till the end of the video. I'll tell you a theory I have, a concerning pattern I've noticed since I criticized YouTube. Are they purposely suppressing my videos? Here's our main story. Two Lebanese men were arrested on Koh Samui, Thailand after immigration police raided a foreign-owned restaurant following intelligence reports of illegal activity. During the search, officers discovered various unlawful substances packaged for distribution along with equipment used for unlicensed medical treatments such as acupuncture and cupping therapy. Cupping therapy? Oh yeah, that thing. Authorities also seized a bulletproof vest that had been purchased without proper authorization. Police say one of the men claimed to be a doctor licensed abroad, but his credentials are now under review. Both suspects are facing multiple charges, including possession of controlled substances, operating without proper medical licenses, and violating local laws on restricted equipment. The case has been handed over to local authorities and highlights continued concerns over foreign nationals running illegal businesses in Thailand tourist hubs. Buddy, even if you are a doctor, you can't just be operating a business like that without proper work permits, work authorization, and licensing. Our next story is a little bit unbelievable. So if you're a pilot, a former pilot, or have any knowledge of this, please confirm in the comment section. Because at first I thought it was like a joke, but I guess it's not. This is what happened. British Airways, some 20 passengers were ordered to leave the British Airways flight before it could take off in a unique circumstance. Flyers had been hoping to depart Italian holiday hotspot Florence for London City Airport when their pilots intervened. One traveler, a British mother, revealed how staff had demanded that 36 people leave the aircraft, although only 20 were eventually required to get off. The pilot said people had to get off because of the extreme heat. The extreme heat on the tarmac in Italy had left the plane too heavy to take off, and the aircraft at British Airways Embraer, whatever, needed extra fuel to push through the cruising altitude with the temperature making the air less dense, A short runway, I don't understand A short runway at Amerigo Vespucci Airport combined with air conditions meant the BA flight had to compensate for the extra fuel pumped aboard, with passengers forced to make way. Quote, it was around 35 degrees Celsius and they needed extra fuel for the engine to run effectively, end quote. A spokesperson said, due to the unique nature of the airfield with short runway, extreme temperatures affect air pressure, so aircraft weight must be reduced. In high temperatures like these in Florence, planes require longer takeoff runways and may need to carry more fuel because their engines produce less power in hotter, less dense air. Hold up. Basically, the plane was too heavy. It couldn't take off because of the temperature, because the heat makes it heavier, so they asked people to get off. But if it's that close to whether you're going to make it or not, shouldn't there be a little bit more leeway? This kind of shows you the greed of some airlines, and maybe I'm just overthinking it, but like a little alarming, but I guess it's good to know they did their due diligence by making sure there was enough people getting off so they can take off. But imagine how uncomfortable that'll be just being on a plane knowing that you may or may not make it. What if they had like one extra person on there when they shouldn't have been? Pretty scary stuff. Leave your experience and expertise in the comment section, because 35 degrees isn't that crazy, right? We have places in 50 degrees, but I guess this airport has a short runway. Let's go back to Thailand. Authorities in Bangkok have arrested a 29-year-old man and a 30-year-old partner who had built a following of 570,000 people online. Guess what they did? Police say the pair were running an illegal online operation that involved exploitation of a teenage boy. Investigators revealed that the couple earned more than 4 million baht through paid subscription platform. Oh my goodness. They are now facing multiple charges, including trafficking, exploitation of someone that's younger, and violation of Thailand's cybercrime obscenity laws. Authorities say the case highlights growing concerns about online safety, the risks of digital exploitation, and the need for stricter monitoring of subscription-based content platforms. I'm in the wrong business, bro. 4 million baht, 570,000. How many sick people are there? And from my understanding, it was a 17-year-old person. So what? Who, all these people, where do I even begin? Like, who's dumb enough to subscribe to something like that? I'm going to guess some of them didn't know the person was like that young, or did they? This is just so confusing to me. Let me kind of try to gather my thoughts. Of course, I'm joking. I'll never do something like this, but it's unbelievable to think there are 570,000 people knowingly participating in this for that channel alone. Could you imagine how many people are doing this when you consider all the different platforms and opportunities there is to be? Yeah, crazy world that I have no idea about, but it's just, I don't think personally, if I had to put my money, I think they basically couldn't find somebody to partake in their activities. The guy was recording it. They found somebody that's 17 years old to come do the deed while this man filmed his wife being in that situation. I could be wrong though, but either way, it's pretty messed up. You couldn't find someone that's like a year older, bro? Like, come on. Crazy shit. Let's go back to the Philippine Naga's new go-to app. Mayor Lenny Robredo has formally launched the MyNaga app, a digital platform designed to bring government services closer to residents and promote transparency and accountability in City Hall. And then, no more hospital bills for Cebu City poorest. Mayor Nestor Archival is pushing for zero billing policy in city-run hospitals, ensuring indigent patients walk out debt-free with PhilHealth and city government covering costs. But with CCMC still unfinished and Guba Hospital facing repairs, can Cebu City make this ambitious plan work? So, whoa, that is very ambitious. I'm sure there's a lot of poor people trying to get some medical attention. I wonder if they have the capacity and the resources and the budget to pull that off. I hope they do. And then let's go to Saudi Arabia. And Riyadh region police arrested 5 Filipinos for stealing from houses. Authorities recovered stolen items, personal belongings, and illegal substances from them. Shabu. They took that over there too. The suspects are currently detained and have been formally charged. I mean, we all know next year they're simply going to pardon these people. If you know, you know. Back to the airports. Thousands of wild spiders stored inside a cargo box were seized by the PNP Aviation Security Group in General Santos International Airport. Spiders, they don't look to be alive, so I wonder what they're meant to be used for. Of course, you can't be bringing insects to another country without proper documentation. They can really disturb like the whole ecosystem, but they don't seem to be very alive to me, so maybe just for eating. And then an 80-year-old Chinese woman who became disoriented in Pattaya was safely reunited with her family thanks to an engraved ID bracelet containing emergency contacts. Police used this tactic to call her relatives in China, leading to an emotional reunion just hours later. Officers praised the precaution and encouraged tourists, especially the elderly, to carry identification when traveling. Come on, man. Who's that family, man? You can't be sending out your grandmama out on the street like that while you go out there and enjoy the walking street, man. They're like, yeah, grandma, just go chill out there. Go for a walk, like back at home while we go out there and just do whatever we want. I'm glad she's found safely. And now for a feel-good moment of the day. You guys may have remembered I covered this story a few months back where there was a dog in the Philippines who was basically hit by a few arrows. And now here's an update on that. This dog, his name is TikTok. So just a while ago, this brave aspen was fighting for her life after being hit 5 times with an Indian target arrow. Look at her now running some kind of marathon with her doctor, a true hero, the vet that saved her. So good to see her making a full recovery. And it's kind of crazy to go when you consider the person that may have done that to the person that saved its life. So the difference in humanity to me is incredible. The types of people that we have on this planet. And now here's time for my theory whether YouTube is actually suppressing my video. So you guys may remember last week I was really happy and proud of our channel averaging about 10,000 views for the previous week. And then I went ahead and criticized YouTube for demonetizing one of the videos. And coincidentally, ever since then, I've noticed a significant drop in views, barely reaching 5,000, less than half. So I don't know if it's just a coincidence or me being paranoid or whatever it is, but kind of sketchy when you consider how immediately after I criticized YouTube and the demonetization policy, somehow the views have reduced. But I'm hoping we could bounce back next week. Let's go into our segment Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. Adam says she don't want his banana, so he went bananas. And Bert says something similar, that guy went bananas. AI Coconut Guy says, talk about that guy going bananas. Have a good one, Alex. Basically, everybody talking about the dude going bananas on the bananas. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday if you're watching in North America. And have a happy Monday if you're watching from the eastern side of the world. Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Keep up, 60 แล้ว